Thank you very much. So we are the coordinators of the DEAM Analytics. I will first present to you some developments which has been made for analytical ecotoxicology, and Xavier will present our network, so which is supported by the Council Region of Paris. What are the ask from the ecotoxicologist? There is a need to analyze a large number of compounds to assess environmental contamination. We need to analyze unknown compound as marker for long-term exposure. We need to evaluate toxicity. We need to perform on-film analysis, and all this need, of course, advance in separation methods. We are working on this. We have a lot of mass spectrometry and sophisticated material. I am not detailed this point because it is less prone to innovation compared to environmental monitoring, trace analysis, screening methods, and bioassay, which need to be more rapid, cheaper, environmentally friendly. There are a lot of organic solvent which is used just to analyze our compounds. And I will detail some developments and give some pieces for new development on the same time. So first, one development that was made by one laboratory from the CEA is the on-site analysis of inorganic compound. And using the LIPS principle, so you have it directly on the matrix with a laser beam, you create a plasma. I don't go in detail, but you have the dispersed light spectra where all elements are detectable in one experiment with detection limit on the low ppm. And the main advantage of this technique is that it can be transportable and portable, and the system were developed with a French company. You have several applications, and of course they are very proud because one has been selected by the NASA to go to Mars to directly analyze rocks and soil. With regard, for instance, to organic compound, another laboratory have synthesized transparent nanoporous material for the detection of organic volatile, and via a Soljet project so that they can integrate molecular probes in it. And here you have an application. Finally, the change of color is directly proportional to the formaldehyde concentration with low detection. And further development and commercialization were made through the startup Etera, which was created for this 2 years ago. And you see the material they are developing. With regard to organic compound, and there is a lot of ask for organic compounds, is a slightly more complicated because they are always at a very low trace level, and you need to extract them and concentrate them before analysis. And since there are a lot of compounds, you need a separation step. So you have always this scheme. If you want to be rapid, and that is the ask, one way is to couple online the sample pretreatment and separation. Then you use a solid. You use a solid to extract your compound, and via this system, so you are of your liquid from a solid extract or your sample is liquid, you percolate it through a small pre-column, you switch the valves, and it is automatically transferred to the separation step. Commercial devices exist. Here you have one, and you have rack of small pre-column with arch automatically handled. And if there is innovation to be made, it is in what we packed in the small pre-column. But if, for instance, here, if I percolate 5 mils of river Seine taken in Paris, there are a lot of organic compound. If here I pack with a conventional sorbent, there are so many compounds which are extracted that I cannot detect those which are the trace level. So there is a very big interest in having very selective phase extraction. That means you target one group of compounds, and you have to do this through very specific interaction. Like, for instance, antibodies. You can have antibodies for group of compound, and then, of course, you see you have a very clear baseline with a nice sensitivity because it is as low as 50 nanograms per liter directly in River Seine. We are working on other new selective sorbents, like the polymer, the molecular printing polymer. So it is easy. You take your template molecule, you construct a complex with non-covalent bonding through with monomers, you polymerize, you remove the template molecule because it was non-covalent bonding, and then you have a polymer with specific cavity, and it will be able to re-extract molecule very specifically. They are called synthetic antibody because finally they are as selective as antibodies, and one laboratory of the SPCI has developed a lot of MIP, some of them in company with the company Polyintel. You can have a very rapid application. One has been developed with the laboratory of Police of Paris for the extraction of nitroaromatic explosive. You simply extract them, and since they are electroactive, you can detect them by an electrode on a chip and by electrochemical system. We also profit from advances in molecular biology with aptamers. Now it is possible to synthesize a specific strands which can bind specifically compounds, so you see that can be very selective. I will not detail this because aptamers are under development. It is not easy to develop aptamer, so we leave the work to the molecular biologist. Miniaturization, of course, is the great development of the time. It shows that it is the more efficient way of having very rapid analysis, consuming almost nothing, generating almost no waste. It profits from all what has been done in microtechnology, so you can design exactly what you want. Here is a simple chip where all the elements of from the sample pretreatment to the detection have been integrated. This is what we call the microtask concept for micro-total analytical system. And what you can see is that the sample is very low, so of course there are many applications in biology. But it is not because you miniaturized everything that the complexity of the sample is diminished. So there, somewhere on your chip, you have to add some selectivity or in the pretreatment or in the reaction. The channels are very small. It cannot be packed with the convenient sorbent that we have. So we need to rethink and to resynthesize very specific phases. One example of what is under development is a microtask for the rapid analysis of radionuclides by designing a very specific MIP for trapping all the group of analyte followed by a simple electrophoretic separation. And the main advantage, of course, is to strongly minimize the exposure of the analytical staff to radioactive samples. Bioassay, of course, are very important, and if you miniaturize bioassay, of course, you are much more rapid because typically the incubation time is in the minute order compared to several hour order. And also they are cheaper because you need very small amount of expensive biological elements. But you can also profit there again of the advances in nanoscience, for instance, with the nanoparticles and the carbon nanotube, because you can revisit all the concept, and emerging technology are test-street platform. This is the home pregnancy test, so it is really convenient for on-field analysis. But as far as now, for the environment, the sensitivity was not enough. But if you use nanoparticles, then you can bound a lot of antibodies. And now there are emerging techniques for on-field application. And this is one which has been developed by a laboratory of the CEA for the detection of algae. You can also revisit paper devices. This is mainly done now for biology, but why not for the environment? And this is for telemedicine. So this is paper. Now, thanks to microfabrication, you can very control the capillary and have a design. and this is for the detection of glucose and albumin directly. You can also revisit the old biosensor. The third generation of biosensor, there was a problem because there was always interference of the peak corresponded to glucose and the ascorbic acid. But if you do this on a microchip, then you have a small separation step after, and you separate the interference. So there are a lot of possibilities, and under development also on this microchip, you can introduce bioassay for the structure development and for the action mode, so which is more or less related to the toxicity. And for toxic bloom, it can be interesting. And of course, we need, for the effect-directed analysis, you know that you have an effect, a toxic effect. You want to analyze the compounds, how you do it, but you do it by fractionation, redoing the bioassay and so on. So we need some smart bioassay to help the effect-directed analysis. So I've shown you a large panel of things, and that means that you need a lot of expertise to do this, and that was one objective of the DIM analytics.
So I have a few minutes to present analytics. So as said Professor Aignan, there are a lot of skills, a lot of expertise in the Ile-de-France region, but it is very dispersed, and our objective was to federate all these skills in a network which is called analytics, tackling with multidisciplinary frontier of analytical sciences. So analytics is a scientific regional network in the field of analytical and bioanalytical sciences, and our objective is innovations at the crossroads between culture, technical and social issues, basic and applied research. And these are the different compartments of the analytics. We are tackling with research, education, expertise, but the main word is innovation. So these are the different partners of analytics. There are 18 partners, recognized universities, engineering schools, or public research agencies such as CES, EMAGREF, AgroParisTech, la Metrology, or laboratory central laboratory of police. These are the different compartments of what we are working on. Discover very, very large spectra of all the skills in the field of analytical sciences, from basic sciences to applications in the field of environment, health, toxicology, industry, energy, water, salts, forensic, and so on. Discover a very, very large domain. We go from research to communications, from organic to inorganic. We cover, I should say, a very, very large domain. So these are our thematic axes of the network. There are 9 axes, 3 specific and I should say 3 more generic. Advanced separation methods in complex media, trace and ultra traces, in situ, in vivo, online measurement, remote analysis, surface analysis, nanometric scale analysis, miniaturization, mass spectroscopy imaging, data treatment and chemometric. So our fields are research and development. We are funded by the region Ile-de-France Council to promote, to develop, and we have grants for doctorate and postdoctorate and so on. But we work also on the field of disseminating, trading, education, expertise, scientific animation to stimulate the network, to promote innovations, and we will have some things to do in the field of communications. So we are attracting questions, societal issue, education, rich questions. We can capitalize and drag that, but also we can give some, and we want to promote and to develop startup in this field, from concept, from fundamental research, and to application. So we are at the very beginning of this network, and because it was launched at the beginning of the year. So our internet site is not at the very beginning also, but it will be improved, and by the end of the year we expect to have a real internet site. So you can contact us at up to now at this address, and further in a more sophisticated way through this address. Thank you very much.